Yeah, I want to know why Richard Milles are so expensive.
Richard Mille 1103. With a price tag of 200,000 euros, it is one of the most expensive currently released chronographs. But what's even crazy is that people still are more than willing to pay extra for this watch. So why the heck is this watch so expensive? And more importantly, why are people willing to pay so much for it to begin with? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 reasons for Richard Mille's rapid success. So let's get started. Before we get into this video, I wanted to say a big thank you to Willy Rotfuss, who lent me the watch in this video, of course.
Raison the technology. Okay, I can't watch. I can't watch someone who's like a watch simp talk about why watches are fucking worth $1 million. Okay, I need someone like me to just be like, dude, this is dumb as fuck, and here's why. Has anyone ever done that? Like, that's what I need to know. Like, I don't want to watch mommy be like, oh my god, it's so sick, it's so good. That's why.
People claim, and rightfully so, that your typical RM watch looks like something out of a gumball machine. But as the saying goes, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and especially not this one. Because Richard Mille, which was founded by 2 very good...
Queen PIB says, it's dumb as fuck, but it makes Joe Rogan think you're rich. True.
friends in 2001, which is not even 20 years ago, is casually pulling all sorts of mechanical watch-related world records out of their sleeves. But where exactly do they get their technical know-how from? Well, the 2 friends, Richard Mille and Dominique Guénin, have met through their work in the watch industry. Both were and still are obsessed with motorsports, aviation, so real technology geeks, and so the underlying theme of precision and high-end engineering in their hobbies would ultimately lay the foundation of their watch manufactory. So it does not come as a surprise that the first RM watch turned out to be a chronograph. The watch I am showing you today is also a flyback chronograph that has been created in cooperation with the McLaren racing team. For years, both friends worked tirelessly on their concepts. Prototypes have been rigorously tested until, and in collaboration with Audemars Piguet, they have launched their Richard Mille watch brand. Just 1 year after the manufacturer's foundation, RM released a true novelty. The RM002 was the first watch with a titanium base plate, a material that is also used in aerospace, which also leads to the RM2703 tourbillon being able to withstand forces up to 10,000 G due to its titanium base plate. And just to compare, a fighter jet pilot has to endure 9 G within its jet. Additionally, RM has also built one of the most precise watches in the world, the RM031, with an accuracy of plus-minus 20.
Bro, you gotta tell me why it's expensive, dude. Like, this is coming across like a fucking ad. Okay, reason 1 is technology. Okay, it's a very good technology. These guys, the geeks, okay, they love the technology. They're like, I work on the airplane, I use the airplane, I put the airplane in the watch. It's now cost the same price as a fucking helicopter. Okay, and then reason number 2 is because, you know, we gonna make like, we gonna make like 100 fucking watches, you know, but we decide to only make like 5, okay? And then we give like 2 to fucking rich people. And then all the other rich people are like, I need to buy this. It's so expensive. I will pay so much more than that. Okay? And then that's it. That's how it works, dude. It's called scarcity. Very good. Lizard brain, you know? And then, there you go. Reason number 3, marketing, okay? They fucking give it to rich people. And then other rich people are like, oh my God. Like, those are rich people who actually fucking worked because they were like talented athletes or fucking, you know, Hollywood actors or some shit. And, you know, they're cool. I'm not cool. I will be cool if I wear the same exact fucking watch that they wear.
I've seen are RM watches on the wrists of super famous people like musicians, but mostly athletes like tennis player Rafael Nadal or the race car driver Fernando Alonso, and even on one of my favorite actors as well, which is Jackie Chan. And I totally recommend reading his autobiography. It's a really good one. But I'm pretty sure that this type of marketing does sound familiar to you. we have pretty much all seen one of the most popular brands doing the exact same thing. Rolex has been working with brand ambassadors for decades, always making sure to showcase their watches on the wrists of the most outstanding people in their respective fields. But the problem with Rolex is that not only more watches are circulating around, which obviously means that more people are able to wear them, but also
That's the hilarious part, is that like I feel like Rolexes used to be more commonplace, no? So now like they're not scarce enough, which is why like Richard Mille is able to fucking clown on Rollies.
so that a Rolex watch isn't what it used to be. It doesn't matter if you think that's a good or bad thing, but a 10,000 euro Rolex is something you can still somehow afford. You know, you can loan the money, you can lend it from someone, even though I do not recommend doing that. Please don't do that. Which means that in terms of status, as bad as this may sound, a Rolex doesn't really say much. Those watches have become more and more part of this whole entire flex culture. And if you want to take it to the extreme, you could go for a Patek Philippe without actually having to have millions and millions in your bank account. But RM really puts everything on a whole nother level. Right now, those watches are above the flex. They're like the father of flex, so to say, because when you actually own one, it means that you are dead serious on spending a ridiculous amount of money on watches. And you're either extremely rich or extremely stupid that you spend
Why not both?
so much money on a watch, depending on if you have that money or you don't. And simultaneously, you're not only showing off your wealth, but also making sure that you are wearing the most exclusive watch, no matter where you are and where you go. So I do get this question quite a lot, and I do ask myself that quite often as well. Is the hype around Richard Mille and its price really justified? Well, let's summarize real quick what we have learned about RM in the past couple of minutes. First, Richard Mille is watchmaking at its finest. Not only are those one of the most accurate watches, but also one of the most durable. You can play tennis, you can play golf, etc. So something which would be a death sentence for most mechanical watches is merely a warm-up for RM watches. Secondly, this high level of watchmaking is only made possible by the extremely complex production line in which basically every little piece is made individually for that watch. Even now,
Dude, they literally make it harder on purpose. They're like, hey, we're purposely going to make the fucking production like harder to put together to just drive up the fucking cost more so that like dumbass rich people can be like, oh my god, this is so valuable, dude. It's so fucking stupid, dude. Oh my god, every part of this annoys me. I'm sorry. Every part of this fucking annoys me. It is so fucking annoying. Just look at your phone, dude. Just look at your phone. Yeah, buy jewelry. Like literally just buy jewelry. Except jewelry doesn't appreciate, whereas watches do. And that's why it's jewelry. Watches are technically jewelry. Just, you know, fucking $2 million jewelry that appreciates. Worst advice, watches are investments. Dude, please stop. Watches are investments, dude. You don't fucking understand.
down to the last tiny screw, which also means that it's not even physically possible to increase the output. So the supply remains low.
Here's the problem. It's the same as your jewelry. Yeah, it's totally the same as my jewelry, except my jewelry's from like fucking thrift stores and turn my wrist brown when I wear it because it's not even fucking stainless steel. Yeah, so exactly the same. Dude, this shit is so dumb. It's just so dumb. Stop saying they're investments. It's annoying me. Watches are investments, but they don't need to be that expensive.
and we know how that goes. Last but not least, a Richard Mille is the ultimate status symbol right now, and one of the few watches you can own, which ensures that you're almost always going to be the only one in a room with that watch, and everybody else will probably know how much you've spent on it, given that you are in a room with people who know a thing or two about watches, of course. As there are so few watches out there and pretty much no one is able to afford them. So the first 2 points are probably what you would tell people when you try to explain why anyone would actually spend that much money on a watch. But I think that it is the last point that I have made that justifies the price on a RM watch, and pretty much
Vivian Westwood necklace from a thrift store. Lol, shit take. The chatter who fucking bought that and sent it to my P.O. box is literally in here right now. It's the only piece of jewelry that I own that is like... His name is Jin Sweet, and he's literally in here currently. And I think it was $150. It was $150. Also, secondly, you absolutely can find fucking designer shit at thrift stores. Wasteland is literally a designer thrift store where you buy secondhand designer clothes. So you're wrong on that as well. Hate watchers know every piece of jewelry you wear. I know, dude. It's fucking awesome. Hate watchers be like, dude, bro, you fucking literally wear a $150 necklace. While we're talking about how fucking dumb $250,000 watches are, and this motherfucker is like pocket watching a $150 P.O. box a P.O. box gift that I got from a chatter. Like, we are the same. Me and this guy. And I hate when my iPhone 12 Pro Max 256 gig plus drops between the heated leather seats of my Mercedes S63 AMG Coupe executive package. The gap isn't big enough for my hand to fit while I'm wearing my bust down Richard Mille lifetime warranty. That's awesome. That's a great take, Chad. What's up? Burned your groin? A working man. Wasteland has some drip sometimes? Yeah, they do. They're so expensive still, though. You got a $300 Masterator? Oh, you mean the Suckmaster 5000? That, again, was sent to me in my P.O. box? Yes. I do have a Suckmaster 5000. This is true. I stopped jerking off with it, to be honest. I just like... What actually hits my hands, dude? That's it. This bad boy, and sometimes when I'm feeling a little frisky, this bad boy, they just... they're fucking... They're so good. Unparalleled. You know? Artisanal fleshlights are an investment. Oh, that's hilarious, dude.